Missouri Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Missouri Tigers offense takes the field. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Going to swing it on second down. Got a man. It's Allen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's got it. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Pulls it in. It's Daniels. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Play action on first down. Bringing the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds it back in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He'll bring it out. It's Thuney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And from this angle... I think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Turner. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
To the air on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Turner. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Blue. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators line up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. And it'll be down right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. They go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defense.
Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. There might actually be pressure. You have to get in the end zone when the drive starts first and goal from the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gator! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over San Diego State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's caught. It's Daniels. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 10.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He's looking to throw. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Mizzou has it back, and the offense coming out on the field.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Takes the easy one to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if I'm a coach, I'm always trying to isolate a running back and a linebacker any chance I can get. And they got it there, but winning for the linebacker. Great job seeing that ball, going and attacking the running back as soon as he catches it and getting him on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Boone. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Daniels. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll send the back in motion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Finds his man. It's Blue. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Gators decide to punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Back to pass. He's going for it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big 3rd down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Florida! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Hand off from the shotgun. Hard running there. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chopping hands there in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is good.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. On the move, he fires. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 8 over San Diego State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Turner. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Boone. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Looking for space, it's Allen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. He'll keep it himself. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Needs us to keep this drive alive. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
You know, that's a good decision, I think, to go for it on fourth down because you're in the middle of the field. Even if you don't get it, your defense isn't in an awful position running back on, but they're able to get the fourth to keep the drive alive. Let's see what they do next.
Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner goes down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keep it on the ground. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down. He's past the 30. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Makes the grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stockton. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll move the tight end. Trying to do it on the ground. And he still just keeps moving. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Red pass, it's complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Right back up top on second and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Snap from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on 1st down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Keeps the play going. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly to the tight end. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. No. of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, first down and more. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he...
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this up.
There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the ground, it's blocked.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires it down the seam. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Nowhere. Nevada was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Reno. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that's how they were able to force an incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Right back to the well. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that.